Foods you should never refrigerate. Surprising reasons and storage tips. Did you know your fridge might be ruining some of your favorite foods? It's true. Not every food belongs in the cold. Some items lose their flavor, texture, and even nutritional value when stored in the fridge. By understanding the best ways to store these staples, you can keep them fresher, tastier, and more nutritious for longer. Let's dive in and uncover 10 foods you should never refrigerate and the surprising reasons why. Tomatoes are one of the worst victims of the fridge. The cold robs them of their natural sweetness and transforms their juicy texture into something bland and mealy. Cold temperatures disrupt the enzymes responsible for their vibrant flavor, leaving you with dull, flavorless bites. Since tomatoes are tropical fruits, refrigeration halts their ripening process, preventing them from reaching their full flavor potential. Even their nutritional value suffers, as cold storage reduces beneficial antioxidants like lycopene. To keep tomatoes fresh and delicious, store them at room temperature, stem side down. If they're already ripe and you're not ready to eat them, refrigeration is okay for a short time, but be sure to let them return to room temperature before enjoying. Onions also don't belong in the fridge. The cold, damp environment encourages mold growth and makes them mushy. Refrigeration alters their taste by turning starches into sugars, leaving you with onions that are too sweet for most recipes. They also absorb odors from the fridge like a sponge, resulting in everything from onion-flavored desserts to a fridge that smells unpleasant. Whole onions thrive in a cool, dry spot with good airflow, but if you've already cut one, store it in an airtight container to prevent odors from spreading. Garlic suffers a similar fate in the fridge. Cold temperatures encourage sprouting and mold growth, while also dulling its bold, aromatic flavor. The sugars in garlic convert to starches in the cold, making it less potent. To keep garlic fresh, store it in a cool, dry place with proper ventilation. A mesh bag works great. Potatoes are another food that fares poorly in the fridge. The cold transforms their starches into sugar, leaving you with overly sweet, gritty potatoes. Even worse, cold storage can lead to the formation of acrylamide, a harmful chemical that develops when cold-stored potatoes are cooked at high temperatures. To avoid this, keep your potatoes in a dry, dark spot away from moisture, which will help them last longer and taste better. Avocados are best left at room temperature, as refrigeration interrupts their ripening process. The cold slows down the enzymes responsible for creating their creamy texture and rich flavor. When avocados are kept in the fridge, they stay hard and unripe for too long, and their flavor can become muted. Let them ripen naturally on the counter. If they're ripe and you're not ready to eat them, refrigeration can slow further ripening, but only for a short time. Enjoy them quickly for the best taste. Bananas also hate the cold. Refrigeration causes their skins to brown and interrupts the natural ripening process, leaving you with fruit that ripens unevenly. The enzymes responsible for their sweetness are suppressed in the cold, so refrigerated bananas often lack their signature flavor. Store them at room temperature, away from ethylene-producing fruits, to keep them fresh and delicious. Bread is another food that doesn't belong in the fridge. While cold storage may slow down mold growth, it also accelerates staling by causing the starch to crystallize, leaving you with dry, tough slices. The fridge's humidity can also make bread soggy and alter its flavor by absorbing nearby odors. Instead, freeze bread if you don't plan to eat it soon. Slice it beforehand so you can thaw only what you need, preserving both texture and taste. Honey should always be stored at room temperature. Refrigeration causes it to crystallize quickly, turning its smooth, golden texture into a gritty mess. Honey's low pH and natural antibacterial properties mean it doesn't need refrigeration to stay fresh. Keep it in a cool, dry place, and it'll retain its liquid consistency and flavor for years. Uncut melons also belong outside the fridge. Cold temperatures mute their natural sweetness and make their texture mushy, taking away the crisp, refreshing bite we all love. Let melons ripen fully on the counter to enjoy their peak flavor. Once cut, refrigerate them in a sealed container and consume them quickly for the best experience. Finally, olive oil should never see the inside of a fridge. The cold causes it to solidify and turn cloudy, making it inconvenient to use. It can also introduce moisture into the container, encouraging mold and bacteria growth. Store olive oil in a cool, dark place to maintain its flavor, quality, and nutritional benefits. By understanding the best storage practices for these foods, you can preserve their flavor, texture, and nutritional value. From juicy tomatoes on the countertop to smooth honey in the pantry, proper storage makes all the difference. So, ditch the fridge for these items and taste the difference for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more tips to keep your kitchen healthy, sustainable, and delicious. Your wellness is our mission.